to watch to the end to see that.
Hello everybody, it's Doom here, and in honor of Terrifier 3 quickly approaching its release date, I decided to celebrate that by building my own Terrifier 3 Art the Clown Animatronic. And trust me, it is insane. And instead of just building him with his normal appearance like we can see in Terrifier 1 and Terrifier 2, I'm going to take inspiration from the Terrifier 3 poster and make him in a Santa Claus costume. So I think that is going to be very interesting and unique. So without further ado, let's get building. So when making this animatronic, I am actually going to be using this special mechanism from none other than Fright Props, who gave this to me at Transworld Halloween Attraction Show this year. And it is actually quite complicated. So yeah, this is the one part I wasn't looking forward to doing, but this is going to be awesome. It's a rotating mechanism, so it kind of has this like movement to it that is going like side to side a bit and around. I don't really know how to explain it, but it is going to be very, very cool. So first of all, we have this humongous bag of PVC pipes, all labeled with different letters. And then next we have, of course, probably the most important part, the motor. And these things are actually incredibly hefty. So look at that, we got the the Fright Props logo right on there. And yeah, these things are extremely strong, super durable. And I think they actually build these as well. So that is super cool. Take a look at that. And we have the joint pieces and all the connectors. Now these will be screwed in eventually, but we have to try them out before we screw them in, according to the instructions, because it wouldn't be good if we just connected them all and had them all in the wrong spot and then screwed them in, and then, well, I don't know what we would do in that case. I actually don't know what this is yet. Yeah, I actually don't know, so we'll figure that one out. We have some screws, a box that I don't even know what's in this box, so I'll open it, I guess. So inside of this box is, I actually have no idea, so we got some more wires, and I think there might be a proper mode in there. I'm not sure. We can open this one up. Oh wait, so this actually can control the speed of the motor. So that, and it turns it on and off. So that is actually super cool. I actually did not know it could do that. So that is super helpful, and yeah, this will be great. We have the adapter here. Then we also have like the waist. So this is where the mechanism will actually sit on.
So that's basically it. So let's get building. With the entire armature finished, the mechanism still isn't all like plugged in and stuff. We still need to do some wiring there, but I actually do have another problem to fix here. Since he's actually going to be like holding a bag, well, he's going to be like carrying a bag like Santa does. This isn't going to work because he's going to have it like up over his shoulder. So I kind of want to like take this and maybe put it like something like that, so his hand is actually grabbing the bag and the bag is going over the shoulder, and I don't know how to screw that in, so I think that's something duct tape can fix for sure. Alright, so now that that's all taped up right here, we can move on to the next step, which is going to be figuring out how to turn on this motor. So now that we've got all the wiring done for this is now completely attached, we can then go ahead and plug in this piece right here. And then we can plug this in right here. Alright, so now all the wiring for the motor is done, and now we can plug him in to see what he does. And I believe we just twist this, and there we go. Oh my gosh. Alright, so it's all fixed, so I can try it again, and hopefully this time it will work. Let's try it out. Look at that. And not only is it working, but we can also make it very fast or very, very slow. So now that that is all done, we now have to give this some shape. I mean, it doesn't look that great right now, of course, because, well, for one, there's no costume on it, but before we put the costume on it, we need to give it some shape. So let's do that with some pool noodles. So first I did the legs. I just simply cut them to size and then cut them down the middle, and they just easily slid on. I later came back to do some tape on them, but they're fine. And now I'm making the belly, well, just giving it extra shape. And for this one, I kind of just improvised until it looked right. So first I cut a pool noodle in half, and I taped it on the back. This also helped give it like a back shape as well. And then I took another one of those and just kind of looped it around. But it ended up pretty good, and I'm pretty happy with it. And then for the arms, I did the same thing that I did for the legs. I just made sure they were the right size and then slit them down the middle. And after that, I took another pool noodle and added a chest piece, but this was probably the most useless part. This really didn't show up in the final product once I put the costume on. And once all those pieces were in the right spots, I just put duct tape over everything, basically. You really can't be safe enough with these things. And lastly, I'm making the feet because the costume didn't come with boots. It's just over boots. I did go to a store to look for some, but they were like $10, and there's really no point when I can make them out of pool noodles. And lastly, just some final touches. A perfect time to leave a like on the video, I might add. And next, I'm going to be making the head and the hands.
For the mask, I'm using this foam head, 2 halves of a ping pong ball for the eyes, a Sharpie to make the pupils. This is the neck piece that will go on the mechanism. And also a cheap Art the Clown mask, and I think this was only 13 or 14 bucks, which is an absolute steal, and it doesn't even look that bad. So first I'm going to take a bunch of packaging. This is actually in the box as well, so I'm just using what I have on hand just to give the head some more shape. So now that I've got the head already, and it doesn't look that perfect, I've even got tape on the back here, but there will be a Santa Claus hat over this. I definitely do not plan on putting this outside. It will definitely not work, but it'll be a cool little side piece to have in my house. But now it's time for the eyes. So I am simply just going to use my Sharpie and just make a little dot right in the middle. There we go, that is perfect.
A few moments later.
So I just added the eyeballs off camera. It actually took a lot longer than I expected it to, just to get it in kind of the right place. But now that it's in the right place, the head is all good to go, and we can put it on the body. For the hands, we are going to be using these white gloves from the Santa Claus costume, and also some tin foil, and we are going to fill it with tin foil to kind of give it that shape, and also tin foil can, of course, bend, so we can then move the fingers, and the fingers will be posable, which would be really cool. So I'm just going to do that, so let's cut to a time lapse. And just like that, the hand is now completely filled with tin foil, and it's easy to bend, and we can now attach it to the actual animatronic.
So now the hand is in place, and so is the other one. This one is actually holding the bag, and we also have the head in place as well now, with the beard and also the hat, and it looks awesome. But we do have a few more finishing touches. So in the bag that he's holding, I actually put some body parts in it because I thought that'd be funny. I mean, that's basically what Art the Clown does. So I'd imagine something like this might even happen in the movie. But yeah, he's got a Christmas bag with, instead of presents, he's got limbs. I'm going to put some Christmas lights and stuff around him for the demo, just because, well, why not? Why not make it as awesome as possible? But yeah, that is basically it, and we can now cut to the demo.